Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Cybl stock did come out with earnings. And of course, we know that earnings isn't the kind of catalyst that it's not gonna cause the stock to move. We already knew this, so nobody should be surprised by the current price action. But let's look at earnings. Let's see what's going on with this company. Don't talk about this one often, let alone 2 days in a row. But let's look at the earnings here. Outstanding shares hasn't changed. Looks pretty much the same to me. Let's see, anything else? No, I don't see anything of concern for 2025 at least. Nope. Okay, here's the important information that we love to see. Unlike Eyeless, I still remember Eyeless. Eyeless was trash. Okay, this is just recapping what we already knew. Is there anything new in this? Okay, I don't. Yeah, this earnings might be a dud. I don't see anything new here, anything exciting. This looks like stuff we already knew this. Yeah, I don't see anything new here. Uh, just a lot of rinse and repeat of what we already knew, which I hate. I just used to do that a lot. I'm also just trying to fill here, but I don't see anything here. In addition, the UAS team has begun development of next generation munitions capability and expects significant progress over the next 6 months. Uh, there's a lot happening, but it's again in terms of sales contracts. I don't. That doesn't mean anything until we get those. Mm, I mean, it's cool that they're creating all this technology. Don't get me wrong, but again, I'm a shareholder, not a war fighter. So I'm thinking where are my money making opportunities somewhere? KA contract. Man, we're talking about 2023. What about right now, 2025? So a whole lot of nothing in that first section. So let's see if Datron Military Communications here gives us something to get excited about. Because sometimes they drop little nuggets in here that, hey, might be a catalyst coming soon. Either way, we know this one's going to pump either between 2 to 4 months. So if you got the patience, which again, I've learned, patience that's where the money is made. People, they sell at a loss and go chase what's moving, then they end up holding a big bag because they chased. Better to just sit in the position when nobody wants it, when it's just coming down. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they've expanded their international sales team for the Middle East, Africa, Asia Pacific, and Latin America regions. 2024. See, I don't care about 2024. I care about 2025. DMC has secured significant new business in both Latin America and Asia Pacific markets. Wait, has Buffalo Fireside Chats done has he interviewed these people? I have not. I've not. I don't really watch him anymore because I don't. I just don't keep track of penny stocks really at all at this point. I'm more focused on AI stocks that are like 5 plus. Datron's bookings are continuing to rise globally, with over 27 million in high probability order pipeline. That's funny how they phrase that. I like that. See, this is what I mean. They drop little nuggets like this, but the way they phrased it. Look at the way they phrased that. Bookings are continuing to rise globally with over 27 million in high probability order pipeline. The way they phrase things sometimes, high probability, like wink, wink. Most of which, if one, that's important to know, if one is expected to ship during the remainder of 2025. So, potential catalyst down the line, and we could see a pump and we make our money. Again, we're thinking about this from the trader's point of view. Where can we make our money? What's the catalyst? What's coming up next? I think that's a wink, wink right there, because they've done that before. They did that with the Palantir partnership. They gave you a little wink, wink. So that's what we're looking for here. We're looking for the wink, wink. Which I know sounds weird. Like, this guy's just looking for winks on a piece of paper. It's not even a physical piece of paper. Datron has continued to negotiate multi-year proposals for locally manufacturing radios with 4 U.S. allied partner nations in the Middle East and Africa. We expect go/no-go decisions during the third quarter of 2025. So yeah, again, that's kind of what I was assuming. Like, we're towards the end of the year, maybe. Yeah, around October to November, maybe we get a catalyst and it pumps. That's what I'm thinking. That would actually coincide with us getting a pump every 2 to 4 months. So maybe not much coming in the pipeline right now for the next, for the month of August and September, but maybe October to November, maybe we get something is what I'm thinking now. The DMC team continued to deploy I don't care for any of this. Is there anything else we should know about, potential news that could drop and send it? Let's look at the Global Integration Services Business Unit. Okay, so this is a whole blah, blah, blah. Okay, business development. That's what I'm looking for. 2024. I don't care for 2024. Okay. See, this is what I've been telling you. GIS anticipates additional ILS orders during the third quarter. So a lot of hints here of, hey, third quarter. Those last 2 quarters we might get the pump we're looking for. Again, we're traders. We're looking for the pump. Take advantage of the pump. We make our money, rinse and repeat. Because we know penny stocks. I've been around since 2020. We know how penny stocks are. They're not going to go to $1 anymore. We're not living in 2021, right? We're not in those times. It's a different time now. We know penny stocks just pump and then they dump. Investors, retail traders are much smarter now. They know, like, hey, if this pumps, I'm just going to take the profit and run. Like, people aren't willing to hold like back then. So that's why we're looking at this. Like, what are the wink winks? What's coming, for quarter 3, quarter 4 that could send this moving? And we know it can move like 50 to 100%. So I think it's easy money, again, if you just accumulate and don't worry about timing the bottom perfectly and timing the exact time that it's going to pump. GIS anticipates funding decisions to occur during the fourth quarter of 2025. See, this is exactly what I was thinking. Like, third and fourth quarter we're going to get a pump is what I'm thinking. Additionally, the GIS business unit is duly, I don't know how to read that, duly licensed to operate as a broker of any U.S. approved military. I think we already read this last time, no? I think I remember that from last time. GIS expects to announce significant capability partnerships during 2025 in support of it. Okay, so there you go. Again, everything's pointing towards, I'm thinking October to December we get a big pump. Other business matters. Please don't tell me you're going to dilute. Yeah, so I just read this here, and I can summarize this and just shut the fuck up and buy. Like, That's it. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Stock buyback plan? There's more information here. I thought we were done. I was like, you know what, guys? I'm just telling you to shut the fuck up and buy. Like, I told myself that, too. I'm like, I look at the mirror and I'm like, just shut the fuck up and buy, okay? You're being a bitch and you know it. Just fucking buy. I rarely swear, but I'm excited here. This is almost too easy. I'm glad I have the experience that I do now. If I was, getting into the stock market now, I would have bought the bag at like 2 cents or some bullshit. SEC reporting. Does this matter to me? Nah, I don't care. Okay, stock buyback plan. The company has a stated intention. I hate when they use words like this. Stated intention. Guys, I have a stated intention to lose weight. I'm going to be ripped again. Just you wait. Stated intention. Okay, stated intention to seek to establish a stock buyback plan. Of course, there first needs to be sufficient operational cash flow to support this. That makes sense. I'd rather they grow the company anyways. The company also wants to incentivize its employees and align them to the company's interest through stock awards. The company anticipates implementing a stock option plan. Okay, whatever. Okay, that's fine. I understand that. There's just people who want. There's people who want Cybl to announce a buyback plan and start buying back shares so that it pumps and they make their 50 to 100% right away, right? We know that there's always that group of people. Screw them. They don't got patience like I do. I'll just accumulate. It'll pump 100% anyways, make my money. So they should just continue focusing on growing the company, the businesses. Screw those people. Insiders purchasing stock in the open market. Again, yeah, that's stupid. I'm not even going to bother with that. Investor communication. Yeah, they only communicate when it's important. I want them to leave it that way. They don't need to do yeah, they don't need to do what AITX does, which is like constant communication, but it just kind of goes nowhere. I remember doing the math. Out of 100 PRs, maybe 2% of those would actually send the share price soaring on AITX back when it wasn't completely diluted to hell. Now it's at like 0009 or something. Absolute trash. I could probably do the math for this one too, but you know what's funny? If I do the math and count how many PRs they've had versus how many pumps we get, I bet you the percentage would be high because they don't communicate often. But when they do, it tends to be, like I would say, like 50% of the time probably we get a pump because they communicate so little is what I'm assuming. Of course I could do the math, but I'm not going to do it here now. But let's see, subsequent events, patents. I think that's it. Is there anything else down here? So I know, I get it. What I'm about to say, I know there's people who are kind of like me when I first started in the stock market. They want to buy right now and get rich quick right now. I get that. But I'm telling you, if it was that easy, we'd all do it. Number two, the real money is made right now buying when it's going down, when no one wants it. And then it's going to pump 50 to 100%. Others are going to chase it up for you and push it, 50 to 100%. You make your money, rinse and repeat. That's what it's all a cycle. And I didn't know this back then, obviously. I chased at 6.5 cents because I was an idiot. I didn't know any better. I thought, 6.5 cents, and people are saying it's going to go to 25 cents because stock incentives or whatever. I was stupid. I'm telling you right now, while it's down, I'm pretty sure it's down. Let me check. Yeah, it's going nowhere. Right now is the time to buy. No one fucking wants it right now. This is when you buy. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm done talking. That's all that needs to be said.